It's recording.
Well, goddamn.
Toot sweet.
Bon be bon. Toots mond.
Aleppo. That's coming out. Please don't keep it.
Alright, that's going in. No, it's alright, it's a place.
It'll be alright in the edit.
Yeah, that's where you're from, isn't it? Aleppo.
Alright, we're recording.
Yeah.
Ginger Ale's podcast. Woo! Episode 2.
Looking for gold episode.
Remember how it goes?
Two words, isn't it? But then, to be fair, of last time.
Is it Ales Ginger?
Yeah,
Ales,
we'll go with
ginger.
that.
How dare you? You know it. Right, you ready?
Sorry
Okay,
about that.
I'm gonna. Ginger Ale's podcast, episode number 2. I'm really gonna hammer it out. Ginger! Ales! Ginger! Ales! Ginger! 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 Ales! 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 Looking at you through the glass. Right, we did it! Bobby Bob.
Fantastic.
Got very excited.
Yeah, I did, yeah. I was headbanging and
Oh,
it's like I was at a gig.
best gig.
He brought his guitar all that way.
All
for
that way
I
for
know,
that.
but-
I mean,
but
why
it's
is
that's
Wow.
dedication.
One
Yeah.
crunch. And we're back.
And we're
Seamless.
That was
Hello
serious.
YouTube. Hello the world. Hello Spotify, Deezer, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Anchor,
I was going to say something else. Yeah.
Deezer, Jason, and the others. And welcome. We're here. We're actually in
Oh, a bar.
a bar.
Wow.
A 4-star bar.
4-star bar. Look at that.
Can't quite believe it.
I've got to give a cheers to all the boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, gents. Cheers. And cheers.
Good health.
This
Good
is
health
episode,
indeed.
I tell you what, this ain't half better than Zoom, innit?
That it is.
So,
Yeah.
welcome. And if you've just joined us, I don't know why
Goodbye.
you've done that. Goodbye. But we
Sorry.
appreciate you hanging around and seeing us today.
Yeah.
So, this is episode 2 of Ginger Ale's podcast, live from the 4-star bar in Dunfermline.
Absolutely. Very nice
Take in
place.
the aesthetics because this is what we give to you. So, intro. Right, we've done the intro, haven't we?
We've done it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Tick that.
I just want to rehash exactly what we did last time.
Alright.
This podcast, if you're new to us, is about beer. And we've discovered from the last episode, it's definitely about beer.
Definitely.
And extreme lunacy.
We'll try and
There
stay
was,
on topic.
There was also a robin in there.
It was a robin in
Yeah.
there earlier.
Which was a lot of fun.
The nest is over your
Yeah, on your
left-hand
left-hand
shoulder,
shoulder.
right there.
It'll be back.
It will be back
Oh.
in a wee minute. So look out for that. If you got the audio, well, you ruined
A
it.
wee
Yeah, you'll never
Scottish
see it.
robin.
How you doing? How you doing, boys? I'm joined as always as well. I probably should do that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, this is a quality.
Quality.
podcast. I can already see it's gonna not take any editing at all, which is great. I'm joined. Well, I'm the M-Man. It's a pleasure to see you again, Lenny.
Watcha, I'm Lem.
Yeah, he is Len. Well done.
I can vouch for that.
And my main man GBC. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm
Excellent.
very pleased to be here. In reality, this time, as opposed to
Absolutely.
trapped in a laptop. Yeah, this is great.
And we thought it'd be better
We
than
did.
Zoom.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
We might be wrong.
might be wrong, but no, it's nice.
We'll
It's,
see.
it's really nice.
How you been, gents? You been alright?
yeah, very
Not
well.
too
thanks.
bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Can't
Come
complain.
towards the end of,
Can't
you know.
complain. Well, I'll complain later, but not on.
Okay.
On
Well,
the
we'll,
show.
we'll keep drinking for it. We'll find something. Well, I've had my jab.
Yeah.
Now I've had my Pfizer. So
Yes.
Double
easy on the old. If we
Pfizer
are-
as well. Yeah, the
Pfizer
fizzy
as well.
Pfizer jab.
Oh, the rich man's
yeah,
jab.
the rich man's jab.
No extra limbs for you.
No, but if
Allegedly,
my
allegedly, allegedly.
Mm,
what's it got extra limbs in it?
Well, no, I'm just saying. I got the Astra, and they
Class.
said you could
Clops.
die.
Bloody hell.
Allegedly. Can we cut
no,
that
it's
out?
allegedly.
No, we'll put it in.
All right, done.
Well,
I'm double jabbed now.
Well, hey!
Hey!
Because
double
I'm
jabber.
old.
Double
I'm
jabber.
double jabbed.
Well,
Double jabbed.
I jumped the queue, and I'm double jabbed.
Hey. No side effects second time?
No, none.
No, nor me.
Achy
nor me.
arm a
Just a
little.
little bit achy. That was it. That was
oh,
it.
well, we're
yeah.
all, and this is really great because we know we're all safe. You
Yes.
know, and that's the most important thing, isn't it? So
Absolutely.
we can keep bringing you this illustrious podcast safety and harmony
Aberdeen.
from Aberdeen to you and me. Anyway, that's great. I'm glad you're all well. This is episode 2. We want to thank everyone from listening for episode 1. If you stayed, why? But thank you. We're very pleased to have you. So Len, we'll go straight. It's weird not being in a computer speaking to you. Len, what's in the news?
What's in the news? I think
Been busy.
We have been busy. I think.
Tell us about the Super League.
Whoa, didn't it work, eh?
That was it.
While it was all happening, I had some booze, so
Well,
you know that's some news.
Well, that's old news.
Oh.
We did that last month. This month's news is very, very different. So what I want to talk to you boys about is how fantastic Lidl's Craft Beer Festival
Oh, God, it is
was.
amazing.
Fudging
Unbelievable. So what I'd quite like to do, I had a great time. So what I'd like to, we'll go round, all the boys, and I want you to talk about your experiences of it, how much you spent, and your favourites. I'll go first.
Preach, bro. Preach.
So I had a blinder.
You did.
I had an absolute blinder. I went twice. I went 3 times.
3 times, man.
Hey.
3 times, and I probably spent in the region of about £60 odd.
Sounds
Now,
a lot, but it's not.
It sounds a lot, but it's not. I probably bought about, I'd say about 40 beers.
It's not bad at
Their
all.
range was absolutely unbelievable. Now, it'd be nice. What I'll probably do is I'll put a picture up of all the ones that were available.
Brilliant.
Right?
That's editing that. I'm not gonna.
I probably won't do that, but anyway. So, my personal highlights from the festival were this one, which we've talked about many a time, and finally Gary got to try
I am no
it.
longer a Zoom time virgin. I'm pleased
Oh,
to say.
exactly.
My Zoom time cherry has been popped.
Whoa.
Twice now.
Twice.
No, 3 times. I wish I bought more than 3 cans.
There's room on the Zoom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Absolutely.
that was a choice cut. It's the best. I mean, I think that's the best beer out there.
For a while, isn't it?
We're not going to go into what our favourite beers are because that always got a little bit murky. But Zoom time, absolutely fantastic. £1.79.
Absolutely.
If you didn't pick it up, you missed out. Also, had a lovely one from LoveLane. Now, not the Pale Ale. That weren't that great. But one that I'm actually going to be reviewing later, the Berliner.
The one I didn't
Absolutely
buy.
gorgeous. Well, Gary, if you're very good and we're in real life, I will pour some into
I promise I'll be good.
your own mouth, but not in that way. So, nothing wrong with that either.
No.
So that's great.
Careful now.
Also, another
Careful
one
now.
which is great, the Gypsy Hill Bandit.
Lovely.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Banging bandit.
Banging Bandit indeed. And selected others that I've forgotten to mention. Oh, the Stuart as well.
Yeah.
Now, if you remember,
Stuart
eager
Brewing.
listeners last month, we're talking about Stuart, are you bland? Are you grand? Right, that's what we were discussing last month.
Did we get any responses from
I
our
mean,
question?
I've got to be honest with you, the phones have not stopped.
I think
mainly,
that was the noise
started.
complaints, not those.
it was the noise complaints and mainly lawsuits coming in. So what I can say is that Stuart beer in general, probably a bit bland.
Yeah.
However, the New England IPA, grand. So you average it out, really. But what I will say is, to wrap up my experiences, I had a great old time.
Great.
I loved the majority of the beer that they did. It's fantastic. Honestly, if you missed this beer festival, you need to make sure, sign up to the mailing list. It always helps to have an Italian friend because they sign up for
They do. They sign up for Italian Week and then get told about every other week.
Yeah, it was great. And I've always got beer in the cellar where I live in well, near where the Trocadero used to be. You know? It was amazing. That's it, in Glasgow. That's where we live.
Oh,
Honestly, I thought it was
come to
absolutely
us.
fantastic. No, exactly, absolutely not. So yeah, my experience, I absolutely loved it. And this is the first kind of Lidl festival I really got involved with.
Really?
Yeah.
Stunning beers. There were some crap ones as well, but you know, that's all part of the fun.
That's the same as all
kind
beer
of
festivals, isn't it? Yeah.
But overall, absolutely marvellous. Make sure you hit up the next one when it comes out. We'll probably put it on the old Twitter
Damn
won't we,
straight
when
with
it comes out.
Yeah.
Loved it. Really great. Ian, your experiences of the Lidl Craft Beer
Well,
Festival?
yeah, I mean, I caught one of the ones previous to this one, and yeah, I was thoroughly impressed.
That's where the Zoom time.
And that's where we
came
found
from.
Zoom time,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah, which was a real find. This time round, I was hot to trot, prepared to go. And
You had your bags packed.
I did.
didn't you?
Bags were packed. Yeah, wore my best suit.
You had your pocket money in your little pouch, your little money pouch from Dungeons and Dragons, didn't you?
I did. My coin.
That's it, a fanny pack. Yeah.
And
Your sweet coin.
Bitcoins.
That's
oh
it,
yeah. Was it doggos now?
Doggos.
Oh.
Yeah, may as well have been. Bloody someone.
And off we trotted.
You hit the lid.
I hit the lid, I'm telling you now. I went for one big smash of it, and
We'll put a picture of Ian's basket
yeah.
up on the channel, so I bet you are frothing at the old mouth gums to have a look at what was in that boy's basket. Didn't half make me blush.
Oh.
Upstairs and downstairs.
We're gonna need a bigger basket.
Definitely drank a few more before starting this one, the last one.
Yeah.
So but hark, what did you buy and why?
I think I bought at least one of each of them that was there. I missed the Stewart. There was one Stewart that was there, but the one that you really
not the one man giant.
No, the one you raved about.
Yeah,
I couldn't pick up.
There is one. Now, if we were on Blue Peter, it would have been in the fridge. However, it's in my sodden bag.
Well, in that case, you're more like Cal 2, aren't you?
Yeah, well, you know, poor old Carol. But anyway, getting back to what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
What did you think? What was the highlights? What were the highlights?
I think just being able to grab about almost a dozen Zoom times off the shelf and leave a solitary can for the next.
Yeah, I did that.
Schmuck that came into the store.
The one
that was
I
great.
got.
Yeah. Lucky lad.
There's one left.
And just filling my boots with all of them.
That basket is
thoroughly enjoyed that.
Unbelievable, that basket. You're like a basket case, aren't you?
I was.
Yeah. Sorry.
Not an American idiot.
Very clear, GBC.
Thank you.
I loved it. I love it. I think it's now meant that I have more beer in my house, wherever I live.
That's never a bad thing.
It's never a bad thing at all.
I mean,
awful lot of booze.
Coming out today. Not like that. But nothing like that.
Live. Wow.
No, I've got to edit this.
Does it go?
Too late.
No, this is the thing. Coming today.
Wow.
Oh well.
Right.
Just say where we want.
Coming today, I didn't have to buy any beer.
You didn't.
Well, also because I haven't drank all your dad's.
Yeah.
But I had like 12 beers on me, all from the beer fest that I purchased about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's great, and all really great beer.
Fantastic.
And I just think it's great. Gary, I'd love to hear your experiences because obviously you popped your Zoom cherry, didn't you?
I popped my Zoom cherry finally, and my God, I just wish I'd done what Ian did and bought 12 cans of it or whatever it was. I just got the 3, and I thought, just in case, I know you recommended it to me, just in case.
Just in case he's talking out of his backside.
Yeah.
Well, everyone has their own preference.
It's true.
But I thought, you both got quite different tastes. They do sort of overlap at times, but I thought, you're both saying how great it was, so I'll risk 3. I should have just got 10.
Should have risked 100.
I should have risked 100. I regret
I'd
it.
risk 100
because
on that for anything.
Let's put it like this: anytime you both recommend a beer to me that you both recommend, it's going to be banging. It's going to be bang on.
That's a high regard.
I'll have that on the gravestone.
I would say Zoom time. I will give the double ginger award to
Sweet Zombie Melinda.
Double ginger.
How many eggs?
How many am I allowed? I can't remember.
You can have up to 10.
It's fucking 10.
10 wobbly eggs. We've done it. We've done it. No
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't care.
Sorry.
It is 10 wobbly eggs.
The winner is you.
Do you know, I would say it ticks all the boxes. However, there's not enough boxes.
Ticks all the egg boxes.
We need more boxes. For it
Nice.
to tick. Yeah, it's
do you know what?
beautiful.
6
It's
or
beautiful.
12.
I'm so happy with that.
And even if I wasn't only paying £1.79 or whatever it was, I would still love it.
Would you pay $2.79?
I would pay £2.79.
Would you pay $3.79?
I would pay £3.79.
Would you pay $4.79?
No.
Lidl.
And you would.
Now.
I paid $3.99 for a beer today, and that was one of the more.
That's our
cheaper
first.
ones.
Do you know what? We've got some. So we've got some brewing.
Love it. I love it.
10.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
our
Lidl,
first ever.
know your limits.
I love it. Let's get up to
On
what we're
price. I mean,
Hang on a minute, how far away from where we are in Dunfermline?
Oh,
is
Dunfermline.
We ain't that far.
It's not that far, is it?
Right.
Well, it's
Could we walk
see
there?
you in 5
There's the boat.
English minutes.
There's the boat.
Oh, we've
over
missed
there.
the last
No,
ferry.
Five Scottish. No, but that's the diss, isn't it? So English
Yeah.
always take longer.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh right, yeah.
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 So,
Oh god, and if there's a
so about
referendum.
10 minutes. But look, oh honk, there's the boat out there. We could sail over
Honk. There we go.
there.
Oh.
Like I say, a quality piece of beer journalism.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
we all loved
Sorry,
it.
what was the question?
But what
Sorry,
did
that's
you
good,
like?
yeah.
Well, you've gone what?
Oh
we
yeah,
actually
yeah.
read.
I mean, yeah, the Zoom time was just amazing. Yeah, all the wobbly.
Were there any? Were there any others you thoroughly enjoyed?
Yeah. There was a. Oh my gosh, is it? Had a green can.
Oh,
The Stewart, New England.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There
it was
you go.
good, wasn't it?
I got
It was
that
good.
one.
Yeah, not bad.
I forgot what it's called.
I
Just New
feel
England,
like
yeah.
it's
It
almost
was
like the
very nice.
red-headed stepchild.
Oh.
Yeah, that was very,
Gilbert.
that was very nice. I'm really annoyed that I didn't
That's good.
get was it the Berliner Weiss? I didn't get
Oh,
that.
which?
I just got the other
oh.
LoveLane Pale Ale, which is okay.
Yeah.
But it's just
No,
you know,
no,
I
I'm
feel like
gonna
I've drunk it before. Like
I'm going to be.
100
I'm going to be
times.
controversial here.
It was-
I'm going to be controversial.
Steady.
It's okay.
Bollocks.
So are you saying it wasn't worth £1.79?
Ah.
Because it was like 4.
No, but that's like saying is a Robinson fruit shoot worth £1.79?
Well,
Is it?
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
So my point.
I'm really glad you got that point across
Yeah.
so clear.
Yeah.
I think it was the best point.
Only.
Well done.
Praise Brent.
I was disappointed, but
yeah.
but what I
Yeah.
will say about LoveLane is no spoilers
Yes,
because I'm
yes.
reviewing it. But it does work. The other one I just wanted to mention briefly is the Boss beers, which I know you were very excited about trying.
I was excited about because of the whole thing with, is it Joe Lycett, who was really peed off with Hugo Boss because they somehow got light of Boss Brewing and they said you can't use the word boss.
Yeah.
So there was, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but there was a campaign and he just basically, he changed his name by default to Hugo Boss.
He did.
Just to piss off Hugo Boss. And on Twitter he was known as Hugo Boss for quite a long time. And it really upset them. So I thought that's brilliant. And that's really put Boss Brewing on the map. Oh wow, they're at the Lidl Beer Festival. Fantastic. I like the can. That's a nice design.
It was a great. If we had one.
Again, you know, they weren't my favourite, but they were nice. They were worth £1.79. Absolutely, they were.
What? Even the bubblegum IPA?
No, I didn't get that one.
I did.
I got the pinball one.
Spoiler. It's bollocks.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't really mean. It's like I put this out on our social media,
Bollocks.
which I tell you what has been you know like Kim Kardashian's backside.
Do I?
Oh my
This
God.
has been selling like hotcakes with likes. I don't think beer needs to taste like bubblegum. And call me a Philistine. Call me. Well, again, you know, I put out the challenge there.
I'm
nice.
intrigued to know what would Len Senior know, man?
Wow.
Sorry, say about the bubblegum flavoured beer.
I'm not. I think he'd have a go,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
Can we get him?
I doubt it.
Is
But at the same time, wow, in
No, he
Dunfermline.
doesn't live in
Dunfermline.
No, he's out on the boat though, isn't he?
Oh,
He's catching all. He's
Hong
catching.
Kong.
Oh,
that's
he's
not
catching
him.
all them
No.
crabs.
that's not it.
God, that's sea air. Fucking hell.
Salt in a beer.
The fog of the town.
Yeah.
It
It doesn't need to. It doesn't need
No,
to.
but for £1.79 you take a punt.
Yeah, you
You take a
But you'd
bun.
never punt again. And that's the thing, isn't it?
Because you could, you know, the thing is, I suppose you could argue equally, does a stout need to taste of peanut butter?
Wow.
It doesn't, but
do you know what you flummoxed?
does it work?
Oh.
That's the point though, does it work? We will yet to see.
We are going to find out.
Salted caramel stout does work, because I've had that.
Nice.
But, you know, the point is, you tried the, you took a punt, you tried the bubble gum. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It don't work.
Doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
No, definitely keep
Definitely.
Do you know? But do you know? I think that's a really fair point, though. Pardon me. That's that going.
Too late.
Also, I don't know how to edit videos, so most of this will be going in. Balls and all.
But
that's actually what you said there, Gary. Yeah, well, you know.
What did I say?
You said it. You made a really valid point. And this, I don't want to spoil the feature coming up because it's a massive, balls out feature.
Wow.
But if you don't like IPA, right? Don't.
What's wrong with you?
Well,
yeah,
actually, you've answered my question.
Yeah.
But if you don't like IPA and you have to do a podcast about IPA, may as well make it taste like bubblegum.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't like stouts, right?
Big chew.
But you have to do a podcast about stouts. Hint. Make it taste of peanut butter.
Absolutely.
And that is maybe the market they're going for. So
could be.
Morons. Is it?
Yeah.
Morons. Well, they won't know who we are. The other boss one was alright. Well, it wasn't anything to write home about. I wrote home and put rubbish. Dear Mum, rubbish. Don't have it. Stick to your gin and your gum.
Send yourself a postcard.
So let's do this because this will be a lot of fun.
All right, bro.
Let's do this. How many wobbly eggs?
Whoa.
Out of 10. Would you rate the Lidl Craft Beer Festival?
Oh, wow.
Now, I'm going to go first.
So
screw you.
It's your podcast.
It's our podcast, but you know, I'm just the.
You're the
what's
producer.
that thing? What's that thing with Wolverine in? The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman. Yeah.
I was going to say X-Men.
No, X-Man.
X-Man.
Wobbly X-Men.
I was going to say Les Mis, but you know, you can gloss over a lot of things.
No,
Clagman.
They call me Toots Mom. Anyway, 9.5 wobbly eggs. The best experience I've had in a shop since.
Oh my god.
That pair of jeans.
Since that pair of jeans from 74. 9.5. Len McLagan.
Brilliant.
How many wobbly eggs would you wobble over to that thing?
I think I'd love to wibble and wobble. 9.473. Whoa!
Hold the decimal.
Absolutely. I just feel I managed to grab most of them.
And his basket will be online.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a picture of his basket.
Wow. I grabbed a lot, but I did miss a few.
You did.
And they weren't all the best.
Don't you think, like having mates like with football cards, those ones you had, you got mates to help you out and give you the other ones,
which I appreciate.
Steal all your
booze. Absolutely. So, we did have a little swig on them.
We had them, and were they any good?
Are these Italian recommendations?
Well,
how would you say? How would you say very wobbly eggs in Italian?
Fuck knows.
Wobbly eggs.
Le uova molto wibbly wobbly.
Our first Italian review.
Wobbly.
Oh, wobbly eggs.
Wobbly.
Gary, what are you thinking? How many wibbly wobblies?
It's definitely over 9.
It's def a wobber.
Def a wobber.
Yeah, I'm going to say. I don't want to be overly generous. I feel like I should, but I won't. I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna say 9.4 on the 9.4 wobbly eggs.
Marvelous.
Which is still awesome.
Yeah,
absolutely
that's
awesome.
great.
I was blown away. Absolutely blown away. I mean, I can't think of even any sort of major supermarkets that would have such a good selection of craft beer, really.
Like Tesco, Asda, no one has that amount of booze for that amazing price.
Well, for that price as well, and the quality of it is just brilliant. Yeah. I was really yeah, really pleased with it, and would recommend it. And I'm wondering if there's the Lidl Audi rivalry.
Oh, there is, ain't there?
I think Audi need to pull their finger out and get a beer festival
really
going.
You can't rest on your laurels and go for the brew.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, which I've never tried. It's really hard to get hold. You can't rest on your laurels. I for that price point, to actually give some of these smaller breweries that exposure, it's just great. And I know we're not going to be a completely Lidl channel, because but the fact of the matter is, especially with lockdown and coming out of the pandemic, the place to get some of the best craft beers at a brilliant price is Lidl.
It is good.
And I think whenever these and one thing is, sign up to their mailing list. They aren't sponsoring us yet.
Yeah,
but
give them a couple of months.
When the next one, I'll put 100 bob down. Like, no problem at all. Because just to know, you can get some quality booze in. Most of the things I've got today to review are from skid lists.
Yeah,
it's
true.
So bring on the Lidl Ales podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Not sponsored by them.
Not
yet.
Yeah.
So, moving swiftly on.
Wow.
And we're going to the booze review. So, Len, what are you reviewing for us today? I'm going to have a beer.
Oh, you're out of shot, bruh.
No, I am. No, this is.
Alright.
I'm going for a smoke. So
have a lovely time.
You have to take it.
Oh, appreciate it.
I'll keep this in.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what are you
I've got to get. Are we doing? Is this our?
You going to
Did we hear, Brett? Have I got to pop
No, that's the feature.
What's happening?
So now we're going to do.
I need to.
Yeah, you need to review your beer.
I do.
And perhaps we can all try it because we're live.
Yeah.
We can all try.
Okay, watch us all leave shot
and then
come back in.
We can give so many wobbly eggs out.
And for those listening on the wireless, just enjoy these movements of feet.
And just remember, we can fix it all in the mix.
Yeah. I'm leaving this in.
Now this is all going out, by the way.
No, tough shit.
Hey, back at Chelsea. And we're back.
Hey.
So,
to be back.
Len,
isn't it?
Actually, we've gone to you first. Normally it would be me, but today I'm going to throw down Orion's spear.
Sick.
Len, what are you drinking? What are you drinking? Tell us.
I'm about to drink Gearshifter by Brewing Co. 5%. Can you wait? And it can. I'll be honest, I've never touched this drop before in my life. It came from the Skid Lid Fest.
Do you know what? I don't actually think I picked that up.
Whoa!
So we've got three.
So I've already got an opinion.
so Lenny McLagan, we've got three thirsty glasses.
Let's break it open, man.
That's the best idea you've had since
big sniff
corned beef.
No, this is that dark malty chocolatey one, isn't it?
Wow, there it is.
Oh no!
Swig for you.
Not really.
That's the
And a swig for you.
Ooh. And the rest.
That's you. Swiggeroony for me. I'll do a little.
Oh, it smells nice.
So, on the nose, what have we got?
Piney. Very piney.
Oh, yeah.
It is piney, isn't it?
Piney.
And
it's like licking wood.
it is. Well, what you choose to do in your spare time is completely fine with me, Gary.
Wood by name or wood by nature?
Right. I mean, that's a lovely colour. Lovely colour there.
Give it a bit of a swirl around. Let's look like total twats. Give it a bit of a swirl around. Get your nose in.
Right in front of me.
Take a sip, spit it out.
Yeah, it smells alright.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I'm thoroughly excited about getting this between me.
So who's it by?
Have you had a sip?
Brewing Co. I'm about to.
I think they're Scottish.
Oh, not far from our neck
not brewed in Dundee, just down the road.
Just down the road.
Just down the road.
It's over there.
Yeah.
You can almost smell the hops from here.
Get the rowboats.
Smell the piss.
Cheers, Bruce.
Cheers, Bruce.
Cheers. Sorry, I've already been sipping.
It goes in and it goes out.
It
I mean,
does,
it's not from the other one just down the road, a Zoomy. However, it's not unpleasant for me in any way, shape or form. I've got to be honest.
I just to say, I just want to add something.
By all means.
Because, as I confessed earlier, this is one that I did pick up at Lidl, and I have had. But I had it in the fridge for a day or two before I had it.
Apologies, listeners, about an hour.
I think that maybe it's slightly better cold.
I think it needs to be a little bit more.
That's all I want to say.
Fair enough.
Because I don't want you to go, oh, that's it, and I'm not going to buy that again.
No, you want to?
I mean, quite frankly, no, I would as well.
Yes.
I wouldn't say. Well, let's be honest, I wouldn't say no.
£1.79. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. What? No expense spared on this show.
Never.
We also just bought a new tripod, which is hopefully doing the business. You know? So, hello, mum. Hello, mum.
Hello, mother.
Hello, father. So what do you think then? This is your beer review. You can do with it as you choose. I mean, yeah, it smells of pine.
Yep, I do.
Gary likes licking wood, as we all agreed.
As we have deduced. I get what you mean, definitely, GBC, that it could do with a bit of time in the fridge. I think that would give it a sharpness and a Christmas that we haven't. Easter.
Merry Christmas. But imagine, let's be fair, because come on, you can't go, well, I should have kept it longer in the fridge, so I'm knocking down the pot.
No.
If it was, let's imagine it was like.
Imagine it was.
You've just taken it to Siberia, right? And it was, you had a big long
just
hike.
just down the road.
It's just up there somewhere. And you had a long old hike with your
Melinda Messenger.
That's it. You've had a
She's on the wall there, isn't she?
You've had a big old hike. Okay, you're in Siberia. You've had a big old hike with Melinda Messenger. This is purely platonic, isn't it? Just two friends.
More like
just two friends taking a hike, and she goes, "I've got a right now, right?" And you go, "Look, I've got Gearshifter from single hop Citra IPA in an ice cube that I've been taking." So, Len, you're in Siberia. You're with Melinda Messenger. You had a right knack on.
Got a right knack on.
And you've kept those lovely chilled Gearshifter single hop Citra IPAs within an ice cube because you know you're going to be gone for a long old cold time. Melinda says, I need a drink.
Yes,
Lenny, what can you supply me with? And you say,
Gearshifter, love. There it is.
Take it or leave it.
And she says,
Time, actually.
Excellent. So, true story there.
But did she say, do you know what? This is the perfect temperature for it, and I think that it tastes so much better than possibly if it had been in the fridge but taken out an hour ago.
Would she say that?
The lines of that,
And would that affect her wobbly review?
Well, as I say, 7.8 and a something is where I'm going.
Now, before we fucked up the recording, I think it was about 7.4.
Well,
however, we can't go back in time
now, ladies and gentlemen.
We can't evolve as we revolve. So, you're giving it a 7.8.
Or a 7.4. Or I tell you what, split the difference, 7.6.
Goodness me, you are easily pleased like Melinda Messenger. I'm going to go steadfast. If you heard it before, I don't know. I have to edit this. Also, I have no video editing skills. I'm sticking with my 6.4. It'll do. I wouldn't come back to it. But if you gave me one in the crisp Arctic tundra of Siberia and it was chilled, I would say, thank you very much.
Melinda.
Gary, yes, Melinda. Melinda.
Yeah, I think I said bang on 7. Yeah, I'm gonna
that's
stick with
that's a fair one.
It is very fair. It might be a bit too fair, but I've already said it. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
You're in jovial mood. The sun's shining in Scotland today.
What is zombie Linda?
It's gonna be okay.
Sorry,
Madame's,
I think that's the second time I've not.
Oh, right. It's a magnet, and it's going back on the fridge.
Toots mon, bon vivant, back to the fridge from where it came from.
Correct.
So, well done, well done. That's well, I am a twat. So, that one, we think, and remember this one, because I will.
Gearshifter!
What are we saying? Roughly, if I've never done my maths, I would say probably about 7. Yeah, about 7. Nice. You'd have it, and if you're in the Arctic tundra with Melinda Messenger, you know what she'd like.
So do I.
Couple of them. Anyway, so thank you, Len. Thank you so much. Now let's go, because I went first last time. Let's go to Sir Gareth.
GB. So,
what are you drinking, Gareth? Can I have some?
What am I drinking at the moment? I'm just about to run out of some. I travelled quite a long way for this one. This is a beer from Sussex.
Whoa, blimey.
Where is Sussex?
West Sussex.
Who, what, where,
Who is
why,
Sussex?
how?
It's in the deep south.
Wow.
Is that near Bridlington, near Yorkshire?
No, it's a
Bible
little bit further south than
well.
that. Yeah, but it's in England.
Nice.
I think Brighton's there.
Why not?
Who?
So yeah, I don't know. I randomly ended up there, and it's from a little brewery called Langham Brewery.
Oh, we've never mentioned. We have mentioned.
We have mentioned Langham.
Now, Langham of Zorse.
I like them very much.
Were actually the first or the second continuity winner of our 10 out of 10 Wobbly Egg Award for Best Brewery. I believe they were our first ever Wobbly Egg Award 10 out of 10. So congratulations to Langham. And this is quite a big day. Unless Gary has drunk them all. Have you got any Langham left?
I have, yeah.
Can I try a little bit?
Now, I'm warning you now.
Doesn't it make you feel a little bit better? A little bit
I've got a growler full of Langham.
Oh,
now, the Langham that I have in here is an American pale ale called Arapaho.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Hey, that's the one. After the Native American
Tatanka.
clan, a bit like McLennan, except with feathers in their hair, and no kilts. And
naked.
Now I'm warning you now. Matt, I'm not warning Len. This is a cask ale.
Oh, so steady as she goes.
It's fresh from the cask, from a little marketplace. Well, they had casks in situ with little cooling tabards or jackets or something over
Woman
them.
in a tabard. Anyway,
so it's not ice cold, but it's not meant to be. It's just been down on the shed floor here.
Yeah, with the robins.
Yeah. So hopefully close to cellar
down
temperature.
On the toilet floor here. I've just been filling it up as we speak.
And I'll give you a little dribble.
No,
of
we
this.
love Langhams. We do. 10.
Yeah, they do some craft keg beer as well.
For you, Brett.
And look out for us at Live at Langhams.
Yes.
Because we're going to be going. Now, we haven't got
live. You should be performing live at Langhams.
Well, we've already got the Ginger Ales theme tune.
Absolutely.
So I could probably do Sweet Home Alibaba if you paid me enough.
Right, let me pour you a little bit of...
Oh, now look at that. Whoa.
Now, I don't know if to be so generous...
I'll be honest.
Oh, go on. I'm not driving ever.
Okay.
Thank you very much, TBC.
However, this is not a fizzy, keggy beer. It's not
your fizzy
normal...
pop.
Well, then what am I doing here?
I've left myself.
Don't you?
That's why they call him
say.
Selfless Gary.
Next time you speak to your old man, Len, I reckon he might like this.
I reckon so, bro.
Next time you speak to an 18-year-old man. Well, what are you doing in your spare time? I can't go in.
It's too late.
Where's the bell?
Ding, ding,
ding, ding. Hey! This is descending into madness. Okay, Gary, what are we smelling?
Cheers. We're smelling.
Pine.
Yeah. Hard wood. No, I would say this has got a malty overtone.
Yeah, I'd give you
to the nose.
Like shredders. I tell you what, I don't know I smell like licking wood. We've all been there.
Yeah,
some more than others.
This is never going out.
It's all going out.
Luckily it hasn't recorded. No, it is. I don't care anymore. You're going out.
Is it recording?
Sadly, it is recording.
Come
on, feel the noise.
This has got a slight sweetness to it, I would say.
I haven't tried
with
it yet.
malty overtones, and it is a traditional American pale ale, which I believe we're probably not, as far as I understand, we're probably not keg They were cask.
Those big old journeys.
So it's a bit, yeah, a bit like the original Indian pale ale, but not quite as strong.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, cheers, Langhams.
Cheers, Langhams.
Oh. See what I mean about the sweetness?
Oh yeah.
I do see what you mean about that.
That's very nice.
Do you know what that is? You know, and I'm an asshole.
No, you know what you like.
You like what you know.
But for a wee. Which do I like? Keg or cast?
Keg.
You like
fizzy beer.
Keg. Figures.
For the cask holes. That's not bad. Yeah, traditional. That's actually not bad.
For all the camera members and camera lovers, this is. Yeah.
So I would say
lots of flavours going on there, I reckon.
If I was having a scone tea with Melinda Messenger, just off the coast of Pengliffin.
Pengliffin, very nice.
I think I've made that up.
Yeah, but
blustering Buddy Island.
That's it. Yeah, I think Pengliffin may be made up. It may be from Lord of the Rings.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
That's it. Yeah, he used to smoke.
Or was it Ivor the Engine who lived round there?
I think it was Dora the Explorer.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Fucking insane!
There's going to be so many pictures.
This has turned into Saturday morning swap shop with Carl Edmonds.
Big swap.
Never caught him yet. Oh, you're stealing the sweets.
It's all right, Cal.
I'll tell you what, I reckon the first 32 minutes were fantastic. They were brilliant. They won't need any editing.
Yeah.
Not sure about the next.
No, I think this section is the only one that doesn't need any editing. So, Gary, this is really nice.
Yeah,
I understand the sweetness and I understand that big Boston bean flavour.
Yeah.
And we love the Langhams because
Langham banging it out.
They're great.
Langham and Bangham.
Bangham and Langham. Banging
We haven't even got to the feet.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm a fan. What do you think, Gary?
I really, really like it. I've been drinking it for years.
But Gary, is it wicked?
Brap.
Oh, he loving it.
It's
He
wicked.
loving it like that. Iron up. Okay.
And what's your wobbly eggs,
Yeah.
GBC?
Eggs. You know, it's in a different ballpark, isn't it, to the old
baseball
cans and keg beer. It's a
Toots Mom.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I mean, I would say drinking it in the pub, drinking it in the brewery is different to drinking it after transportation, after being pulled from a keg about 5 hours ago. So it's not in quite as good quality, but yeah, I would say wobbly eggs. I give Arapaho 4.9%. I don't know if I mentioned that. Cask ale, American pale ale, a 8.5 wobbly eggs. Yeah.
Now, can I just say, in case, because we've had a bit of backlash, we have. I'm inventing this backlash.
Splashback.
I'm going.
That's guaranteed.
You boys only review beer from Lidl. No, we don't. That is one from
the source.
From the
This
source.
is almost from the source of sauce.
From the
source.
And if you don't know Langham, you don't know your.
Yeah, GBC went a long way for that.
We're a long way.
Yeah.
So, and we'd like to promote not local breweries, national breweries, nowhere near
small
where we
breweries,
live in
nice GBC.
the Isle of Sheppey. Well,
Scotland.
Gary, yes, or Stockholm.
Syndrome.
Yeah, well, we have been here for quite a few hours now.
Help me now!
Help me out. I'll just check the continuity.
Please
Don't worry about
release
me.
Let me go.
Oh, yeah, but still.
Oh, God.
Okay, so Lenny, what would you give Langhams?
I would like to give this delicious, very sweet and malty.
you would, wouldn't you?
Oh, sweet and malty number. I would like to give it an 8.2 wobbly eggs, because that I haven't had anything like that in a long old time. Must be honest with you. and that has really hit a spot.
Good.
Delish. Good
Very
shout.
pleased to hear
Now I know they're fans of the show. Well,
careful what you say.
Steady, Eddie.
I understand what they're going for. For me, I don't know. I've just it's.
You're not.
I'm not a cast guy, and I'm still. Do you know, I'll give it a 6.
Oh.
You know, I'll give it a 6. I wouldn't.
But I mean, because you're not a cask man, that's the equivalent of giving it, I'd say, probably a 9.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And you've drunk the whole blooming thing because you had so much.
I'm a cask man.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You're a keg man.
But very nice, and also big love for you, Aaron. I was meant to be Mr. Ass from WWE. We're not talking about wrestling.
No.
So, thank you, Gary! Hey! Well done, Langhams. We'll aggregate that to 10.
10.
Because everything you do is perfect. So well done, guys. Looking forward to seeing you live at Langhams with me playing the wobbly boards. So, Gary, Hawk, could you go to the fridge, Gary, and get my beer that I would like to wobbly with you?
Right, do you want to go that way, Brew?
Which one is it?
It's the red one. It looks like this. It's the same one. Tastes like this.
I'll tell you what. Is it this?
It is this! Oh, Gary, it is this.
Hey,
fuck you, Chelsea!
We'll edit that one out.
No, that's
it's too late. It's in. Oh, that's lovely.
Oh yeah, because I don't know why you've got that one there.
No one knows.
Is that just forever tormenting?
It's just forever tormenting me looking at it
going,
going.
you keep warm from Melinda Messenger, but I keep this one cold. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will be reviewing LoveLane Baltic Berliner from the Lidl Craft Beer Festival, and I was sceptical. I'm going to be honest. Oh, there's a fly. I was very sceptical.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, Jeff Goldblum.
Nature.
So I'll have a big bit.
Can I just interject? Oh, I didn't know it was going to be that.
Mate.
Oh, have you seen the colour? Look at that. Now that looks like
heck.
Jeff Goldblum on a warm summer's morning.
Flipping doo-doo.
Jurassic Park.
That's like, I don't know, T-Rex blood.
That is like T-Rex blood, and this is actually his favourite beer.
Wow.
Because I rang him last night, and he said he liked this one.
He said, "Be afraid."
There's the can.
Be very afraid.
There's the can, and I weren't sure about it because I thought my heart is always with a Florida Vice from Thornbridge.
You
ain't checked it out.
Can I just say the word Baltic? Obviously, we know where the Baltic.
Well, it's from Finland.
Boring, isn't it? That's right.
However,
because this is a Liverpool brewery, I have surmised, I have concluded, without any research.
Yeah.
In Liverpool, you have this area called the Baltic Triangle. There is a pub there called the Baltic Fleet. Because there used to be a fleet of ships that travelled to the Baltic. So hence, I reckon that's why it's called Baltic.
So do you know what? There's actually a lot of
amazing.
That is absolutely amazing.
That's more knowledge.
That's why they call it. That's why they call it
Yoda.
That actually gives so much credence to that because they can actually call it a Baltic Berliner because, well,
and that's where,
like John Lemon, and we also mentioned last week.
We did,
and that band, that famous band, the Bottles.
Oh, the Bottle Tops.
the Beatles.
Yeah.
I'm slightly. It's absolutely.
It smells nice.
Yes. Honestly, cheers, Breers.
I'm supposed to be doing my review. I was hoping it would be a little bit more like Thornbridge's Florida Vice. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's fruity. It's fruity. It's soury. It's boozy. It's a real. It's just divine. It's absolutely ideal for a summer's day. Or a summer's morn, or a summer's afternoon.
Would you say that was a sour? I don't even know if it should be classed as a sour.
I think
get a bit of a big swig.
It's got sour. It's got sour notes.
Just enough.
Does it make you go?
Perhaps it's not.
Yeah, does it?
Do you know what? Perhaps it's not. It's raspberry.
Just enough.
Blueberry and blackcurrant.
It's a very mild sour.
There's where I go.
It's very tart.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh look, it's got it in finish.
Finish.
Just like part of the
Make
Baltics,
sure
right?
you finish.
Mika Hakkinen. He's not from Hong Kong.
He's from Finland. I absolutely love this beer. I think it's unbelievable.
That's really nice.
It's a beautiful. Okay, then well, it's not a sour. It's a Berliner.
Oh, here we go. Look, in that the brewery is in the heart of the
my God, GBC.
vibrant Baltic triangle.
Sweet zombie Linda. If I
I
get the
said
back
all
of the
that
can.
without knowing it said that.
Amazing.
I genuinely didn't know it said that.
Amazing.
Now
that is a gift you've got there, GBC.
You never managed to get this one, did you, from the beer festival?
I've never. No.
And again, another one. I'm going a bit more because it's.
I only got the other LoveLane Pale Ale, which was okay.
Which was no, it's bollocks.
Okay.
So, but
this
if you are,
amazing,
it's stunning. Now, what I would like to give this. 4%.
Less than the old.
It's beautiful for a warm summer's day in Scotland like we've got today.
Absolutely.
It's perfect for me. 9.5 wobbly eggs.
Wow.
Straight up, I love it. I absolutely love it. That's one reason why I love the Lidl Craft Beer.
Yeah.
If you ever get that, that's up there with Florida Vice. I dare say I like it more. Shoot me if you want.
Well, do you know what? I'm glad you said that because I whispered in Len's ear,
sweet nothing,
hoping, as well as that,
right there.
and about where various things about licking wood. I also said, because I didn't want M-Man to hear, I think I prefer this.
Yes, no, I do as well.
I do as well. Florida Vice. Don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
And he's just gone and said, I prefer himself.
I prefer 9.5 wobbly.
9.5.
9.5. It's perfect.
It's great.
Amazing.
Absolutely great.
That's amazing. GBC, what's your?
Well, I am going to give it a lot of wobbly eggs. It's
good.
Probably, if it is a sour, it's my favourite sour. I would say.
Whoa! He's just had that now. I haven't prepped him.
Yeah.
I haven't held a gun to his head.
Not today.
Not
it's
this
not
day.
too sour. It's not too tart. It is art.
I like that.
Oh my
Get
God.
it award. Yeah. Poetry award.
Well,
Yeah. It is Poetry Awareness Week, isn't it?
Is it?
Poetry Awareness Day.
Oh, nice.
I would give this. Bearing in mind, I'm not a sour man. I'm not sour. I'm going to give this 8.9.
Oh!
GBC.
Monday Tuesday morning.
Not quite 9.
Sweets too
Bella Lugosi.
Yeah.
That's strong. I'm proud. I'm proud, man, because I brought this one for your delectation. Cheers, man.
Yeah, amazing.
Great.
I like the ABV.
Yeah.
4%. That is. I'm all about.
You can have
not having
a
really
on that, couldn't you?
Absolutely, bro.
Very nice indeed.
Very nice indeed.
Lenny, what you thinking, son?
I really like it.
Yeah.
This has hit the spot. I am a massive fan of the old Thornbridge Florida Vice.
Wow.
It's one of my favourite beers. I haven't had it in a little while. Didn't find it in one of my local supermarkets. Just because I ain't, to be honest with you. I was in there the other day, didn't see it.
Isle of Sheppey is quite difficult to get it at the moment.
With all the snow.
And all the clag.
Massive clag. So, in replacement, if you will, of that, a substitute.
If you will, Dusty Rules, baby.
I mean, what a substitute.
Yeah,
wow, super sub, I'd say. And I would give it, I'm so close to a 9, I really am. GBC's 8.9 was kind of where I was going to be going on this.
You can go there as
and
well.
I will go there, I will 8.9 this, because what a beer. It doesn't, sort of pucker up your mouth like a duck's ass.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It just doesn't quite. But at the same time, it's not as to say that when I drink my Florida Vice, I don't enjoy that, because wow,
that's top hat. Top hat. I'm having the rest of that, boy.
Have it, bro. Drink that down.
It is yours.
It is. Pick it up. It's yours. Take it, bro. No, I'm very impressed.
I'm very well in the career.
Always.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you like it, because I was just like, I'm not sure if I'm impressed with it. So if we aggregate that out,
like cherries. I'm getting cherries.
I know. I mean, even regardless whether they're
there or not, it says berries sour.
Oh,
raspberry, blueberry, blackcurrant.
It's so good. Honestly, check out.
It smells like
check
a cherry
out
LoveLane.
Yeah, check out LoveLane. Amazing. So with aggregate out, I'm saying that's about a 9.2, 9.3 wobbly eggs.
Agreed.
And that is one of our best beers so far. So we've obviously had the Langhams, which one of them got 10. I can't remember which one.
One of the ones.
No. Who knows? Zoom time. So we got a Zoom time as a 10. Absolutely, it's perfect. Wonderful. 9.3%. No, 9.3 wobbly eggs.
Yeah, 9.3 wobbly eggs. Steady.
Right. So that was our beer review.
Beer review.
We're still recording. Continuity.
Recording.
Sadly, yes.
Oh God.
Okay.
Brer.
All right. Hey, Hudson.
Hey, Brer.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Hey! Namaste, bruh.
Can you imagine? Can you envision? Do you deliver?
Beans and liver.
And thank you very much. And this week's Can You Imagine is sponsored by Ducker's Pen.
I love a sponsorship by Ducker's Pen.
Well, if we just say it enough, people believe it and then give us a sponsorship.
Yes.
So, boys, I've got my vote. Boys,
Rare.
can you imagine?
Can I?
Here we go. So, and as you all know, you avid viewers, or listeners, or
woman,
ne'er-do-wells, we have a little section about Can You Imagine? Now, we already talked about, well, we don't understand why people who learn English said Can You Imagine? Not in the xenophobe, just in the bummer. So, boys, can you imagine?
Can I?
Hawaiian pizza, going with Gary's dad again.
Oh!
And Gary's dad's favourite pizza is?
Chicken and chips.
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
Because he is Dog the Bounty.
Dog the Bounty out of Zeus.
Anyway, Hawaiian pizza.
Brer.
An Italian favourite.
Oh, bibbity bibs.
Or is it?
Is it?
I don't think so.
Hawaiian pizza was invented in which country?
Oh.
Which country was it? No looking.
No,
invented.
Is this the quiz?
This is
like
it.
the quiz.
Can you imagine?
Oh,
in which country was Hawaiian pizza invented?
GBC.
I think it was invented by Melinda Messenger.
Wow.
In
Siberia. Copyright. No.
I'm going to say Germany.
No.
Ah, God.
Nicked. Any more guesses?
Go on, GBC.
The Isle of Wight?
Oh, nice.
No. Okay.
I can have one more guess.
No, I have more.
France.
No.
Ah, God.
Okay. Right. I've got to give you...
Chechnya.
No. Hawaiian pizza.
Yes.
Hawaiian pizza.
Yes. Hawaiian pizza. America.
The USA?
No.
The Mexico.
No.
Tenerife.
Wow.
No. God, do you know, viewers?
Please tell us!
I'm gonna give you a clue.
Spain.
What's all that about?
Oh,
Canada,
the land of
cheese and wine.
Was it India?
No. Yes, it was Canada.
Wow.
And can you name the nationality of the bloke who invented it in 1962?
Wow.
I'll give you a clue.
Canada?
In Canada, but it weren't a Canadian.
Oh my
God.
I'll give you a clue. What nationality is the owner of EasyJet?
Oh, Greek.
Correct!
Hey!
And what was his name? I can't remember. Sam Papadopoulos. So, well done. Well done.
Amazing. So not one link to Italy at all.
No, we got no links.
Nor Hawaii. Nor pizza.
Nor pizza. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? A lot of links to Hawaii where Gary's father was born and raised.
Born and raised in West Philadelphia.
Paradise. So.
There's no ice, bro.
Correct.
And now.
Right. For the tape, popping open. Not that you can see me, but it doesn't matter.
For the tape.
For the tape. The suspect. The suspect is
DC
collaboration.
in the room.
Yeah, 2015 vintage barrel aged, 11 of 175. Roaring Four Brewing Company, established somewhere in London. Darker Daze, barrel-aged Imperial Stout, 8.5% ABV, mixed with American whiskey.
Wow.
Shall we browse?
I feel sick.
Guess what's happening? We're opening it anyway.
Pop, pop, pop.
Oh wow.
Get the bucket.
Oh.
I might need it.
Well, it's open.
Well, it's open and we're recording. Well, what fantastic dark beers we had to talk about.
We did, didn't
there.
we, talk about them, eh?
Suspend your
did.
disbelief. I am now a convert. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan indeed.
Oh, let's
Are we going to do the dance?
Yes.
I'll go in.
Oh, I'll go at the end
GBC's
this
out.
one.
I'm going this side.
You need your pad, your notepad.
Oh yeah, no.
Wow, there's yours.
Is that my boss? Oh.
Yeah, I believe so. I think so. Cheers.
Welcome back
Oh, you
to
big fan.
episode 3.
Welcome back to episode
Episode
2. Hello, bro.
I'm just gonna. Can I just smell that and
You
assume
can
I've
smell it.
tasted it? Oh yeah, that smells
Well, let's
great.
have a whiff. Oh God, yes. Wow.
It smells like it's got that whiskey in it. Before you go anywhere near it being a potential beer,
Yeah.
there is a whiskiness behind it. And bearing in mind this is 6 years old, and it would have already been in the bottle, barrel aging, before we even got to it.
Oh yeah.
It's like the land before time, isn't it? Really.
This is going to be
It's gonna be.
pretty darn hectic. Do you want to get a picture of that, Bray?
I'd love to get a picture of that.
Before we,
I don't even have a glass with which I can put it in. But,
unbelievable. Well, you have to finish your...
I think I might vomit if I finish that too
not
quick.
today.
But I've got a lovely picture of it, and I should
Right,
probably
make
drink
sure you
it.
get a little drift.
I can't get over there's a robin over my shoulder. That's amazing.
Right.
Wow.
Did you get a photograph of
I
Yeah, we did,
yeah. I'll send them to him.
it? Did he smile?
He gave me a wink.
Pouring it in.
She, I keep saying he.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
So we've done, so for the tape, we've tried an amount of dark beers, which sadly didn't record, but we quite liked them. There were various scores given.
And you can
Now
probably tell that we're a
we've
bit
got
drunk.
the next one that John the Robin has provided
John the
from his
Robin.
personal collection. I'll, well, I don't know, try and finish this.
You finish what you need to finish, Bray.
Down it.
You don't like what you like. This is a pretty darn special one, I've got to be honest with you.
I have to finish this first, and then get on to that. But dark beer, Ian, tell us all about the world of dark beer. Go on,
It's
tell
lovely,
us.
isn't it? All about it. I mean, if you want to do that, Google it. Honestly, I'm not going to remember all of that. Come on, you know, you'll be like, oh
But
no.
what about if you're new to dark beer and you haven't got a Google but you got the podcast? What would you say? Would you say?
Beware of this.
Beware.
No, but would
Beware
you
the Jabberwocky.
Or would you say open your mind, your heart, your soul,
Absolutely,
other
open up.
things to the darker side? Because you two are sci-fi nerds.
Absolutely.
Don't be afraid of the dark.
Don't be afraid
Never,
of the dark.
ever, ever.
Who says that? Hobgoblin.
Robin
I thought it was
Williams
like,
in No,
Is it
more
Dumbledore?
No, Hobgoblin beer.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
that,
good shout.
Don't be afraid of the dark.
Yeah.
What's
That's it.
Something like that.
Something like that.
That's it.
So much
Lager
to drink
boy.
on. Oh, go on then, give me a sniff there. Just a...
He sniffed it up.
A
Go on,
wee
have
sniff
a little tip. Give it a good tip.
Oh, God.
Wow, you're gonna love it. Give it a tip. Your glass.
I'll tell you what, this replacement bus is going to be absolutely marvellous.
Oh my God, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
we'll give you a lift.
that's it. I'm not driving.
I'm not driving today.
Remember, never drive. All right.
So you know, after you've googled
Oh, you
dark
do get
beers,
that, and it's, this is a treat.
this is a quite a special one. This is blended. This has been aged in an American whiskey barrel. So once it's done its thing, the beer,
Yeah.
they take it and they plonk it in a whiskey barrel. And leave it there for a numerous amount of months to really soak in that flavour of the whiskey. After which they bottle it, and then they give you a time within which you should probably drink it, which was Ooh, January last year. So,
you know it's good.
You know it's going to be proper vintage.
And this one is also £1.79.
Yeah, £1.79 from Lidl. Get it while it lasts, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's not. You have to be in the know.
£179.
Yeah, we got this from the London Beer Lab. Probably around about 5 years ago. Let's be honest, 5-6 years ago.
And here's the thing about we drink this so you don't have to. I mean, honestly, if a brewery is recommending you buy a beer and put it away for a few years, you tell them to fuck right off.
You tell them to
put
it somewhere, or buy it and put it somewhere yourself.
Give it to someone you don't like very much.
Lots of love.
Cheers, boys.
Down the hatch.
Down the hatch.
It's been lovely knowing you.
Cheers, Robin.
What a very good life.
Oh, look at the colour.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that hits you like a...
Wow.
Oh God, there's multiple
That's a slap in the face.
None of them great.
I mean, as you can see from those of you watching in Technicolor,
the reaction
we've had a lot of reactions to this beautiful beast.
It's complex,
isn't it? Just
it's like a Rubik's cube.
I think. Yeah, I think there's a treacleness to it towards the end.
Have another sip.
That's a good description.
I think
it's
a Tommy Tuchel on it.
Wow, unbelievable. It really does.
That's what I say.
You really get the smell of the American whiskey for sure when you first put it to your lips.
Why did Gary just quack? Or was that the right
button? Okay, we are. Whoa, American.
Docker's pants.
Docker's pants. Well, Len. Hello, Len.
Hi, Brian.
Hello, mate. So this is a bit of a roundup. So we're going to be honest with people, aren't we? Because we're always unquestionably honest with our listeners and fans from around the globe. We had a couple of issues with recording this podcast this month. We're trying something new. Yes, basically we missed kind of the end and quite a few bits of the episode, but let's be honest, you missed pretty much nothing. But just a bit of a recap to kind of see this podcast off into the sunset. We tried some dark beers, which was the feature, and I think you would have seen or heard on the podcast us trying a 2015 barrel-aged Imperial 8.5% Imperial Stouts that was very kindly provided to us by John the Robin.
Absolutely, very kind.
Was it very
not
complex.
Bottled in 2015?
Bottled in 2015.
Sweet Jesus.
It was very complex, wasn't it? But you can see from our reactions on the video there that it was interesting. So there we go.
Absolutely.
The other ones that we also tried some other ones that I will talk you through now. So we also tried the Nevermore Fine Ales Farm Brewery. That was a cold brew coffee porter. We also tried the FourPure Last Train Oatmeal Stout. And last but not least, we also tried a peanut butter milk stout from a company for which I can't read the name, but looks like a car and some stars on the logo. So answers on a postcard, people, and you could win a £5 postal order made out to you for your wee dad. So there we go. That's something to have a think about. So, Len, I would like to talk to you first because I'm losing the will to live. So, what did you think of, quote, the Raven, Nevermore cold brew coffee porter from Fine Ales Farm Brewery and potentially a farm shop?
Gosh, well, from my recollection, it was a tasty brew. It didn't need any time in the old fridge. We cracked open that can straight away, just from room temperature, and and divvied up safely, all with COVID safety being followed and all that. And really, actually enjoyed that. I think it had enough of a balance between everything for it to be worth, you know, drinking a whole can. Could you have two? Bit heavy for two, but well worth that taste, well worth that, you know, that coffee sharpness that goes through a beer like that. You go, oh, thanks very much. A winter warmer, if you will, on these summer days, but well worth the taste. I thoroughly enjoyed that one.
Oh, good. Well, that's nice. I've got to be honest, I can't really remember it, but it was. I think I vaguely remember a bit of coffee in it, which was, you know. I'm not a dark beer fan, as you know, but I think that it was palatable. Would I ever have it again? No, but I could drink it, you know, which is something. So
wow, that's big coming from you, Brea. That's a big news, to be honest with you.
That is.
You're not a dark beer fan, you know, and to have sucked upon the dark delectables of that booze. Why not? I too have, you know, enjoyed it. Not going back again, you know, you do one thing and you move on. But, you know, to have enjoyed it for your standard of booze and types of booze that you like. That's great. You know, I think that's a positive for me. Well done.
Cracking, thank you, mate. So how many wobbly eggs would you give that one then, Lev?
Whoa. I think we give a steady 6.233. I'd say wobbly eggs. You've got to mind that yolk, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you don't want it underdone. Or sunny side down. That's actually not a strong score from you, Lem. It's not the worst score you've ever given.
No, actually, not at all. But I just think, you know, you've got to think that there are beers out there that, my God, do we love, and we will seek out, if you will.
Yeah.
Do I seek this one out again? Probably not.
Where did you get? Is this a beer 52?
This would have been out of a beer 52 box, absolutely.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
But you know, I mean, if it ever was in there again, I'd drink it. But I'm not going out there and hunting for it like we do with certain beers that we've discussed before. You know, your Cradles, your Zoom Times, your Florida Vices. You know, those sort of ones that we really we head out there and hunt for at times. So this one, tasty, but you know, job done. Solid beer, but nothing extra. Yeah.
All right, that's fair enough. Thank you, then. I am going to have to be brutal with it. I'll give it a 3.2, and that's my lowest. I think that's my lowest score I've ever given. But you know, it's quite difficult for me. I'm not a dark beer fan, but I think I was surprised that it was. So I think giving 3.2 is it's maybe a little bit harsh, but I could still drink it. And if someone got my beer order wrong or something, and it turned up, you know, I could sort of neck it down. I do the same with food sometimes, Ian, because I'm a terrible vegetarian. I actually don't really like vegetables, and often I'm very polite. I swallow them down, and you wash it down with a big swig or something. You know, especially because they're quite soft vegetables. Yeah, so I'm a real swallower when it comes to that. You know, so I can get it down. It's a similar thing with this beer. So I'll say a 3.2. Thank you for bringing it. Don't ever bring it again.
You know what? I won't. Preach, bro. Nanu.
Looks and Audi. So let's quickly, or not quickly, let's move on to beer number 2. That was the FourPure Last Train Oatmeal Stout. I think which is one I brought with me from the Lidl Craft Beer Summer Festival. Lenneth, thoughts?
One of those ones, you know, with the oatmeal stouts and all, you feel you could probably chew on it almost as it's going down your gullet. Again, I'm a fan of dark ales. I enjoy swigging them down. This one, did exactly as it said on the tin. You know, again, it filled you up. It was tasty. It had that nice, that sort of malty wheatiness that you want out of a beer like this.
Yeah,
and that's nice for me. But I can, job done.
I will,
and I did.
Well done. You sure did. Booze is kicking in.
Hey, couple of those. Yeah, all right. But again, similar sort of way on this. I think if we're going to do the dark boozes again, I think as is potentially coming up with the other sort of review that we did of the one in the bottle, I think it's worth digging something out that's really going to stand out from the crowd, if you see what I mean. This was there, tasty, but like kind of lots of, shall we say, bog standard pale ales now, they become a bit of white noise, or dark black noise, if you will, because it's like it's a dark beer, you know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
It's just there. It'll do the job. Thank you very much. I'm not going back for it.
Yeah.
Move on. 6.2. Full stop. Boom. Does it.
What what did you get the farm? 6.3.
The other one got 6.233 if not mistaken. Ooh. This one got 6.2.
Again, some of your lowest scores in the entire history of the Ginger Ales podcast there.
Yeah,
so
really
long and illustrious history. Okay, no, I appreciate your honesty, as I always do, Len. You're anything if not stoic. Is that the right term to use for this? Who knows? But a 6.2 from Lem. Now, again, I am going to have... Now, I've got a little bit of a confession to make. Is that they were all... These two, I can't remember which one was which. Those two. But I think I remember liking the Last Train a little bit more.
Okay, that sweetness and maltiness. So
I think that's what got me through. So I gave the last one a 3, didn't I? I think maybe I'm slightly. Also, I think I've had a fine ales before, and I know you shouldn't judge on what you've had previously, but I did have another one. It was a pale, I think, and it was really horrible, really disappointing as well. And I know that's not. You shouldn't always judge a book by its brewery, because as we know. The LoveLane Pale Ale, I thought was incredibly disappointing. However, the LoveLane, the Baltic Berliner is a game-changing beer. Game-changer. Better than Florida Vice. And I never thought I'd end up saying that. So never judge a book by its brewery. However, but also, maybe I'm slightly biased, even though I shouldn't be. In the case of FourPure, they do some decent booze, and we've actually both been to the FourPure brewery, haven't we?
Yes, haven't we, Josh?
So anyway, I'll wrap this up because really, I haven't got much to say about it. I'm going to give it a 3.2. So, what I am going to mention just while I'm here, because I'm drinking it, is. You know about my love for Electric Bear beer, and also you love Electric Bear beer. I do. So I'm drinking at the moment. I'm drinking a can of Weirds, which I picked up. I picked up their mystery box, and I've had this before. There it is. I think it's gorgeous. It's really good. Their beer is. Everyone should be checking out the Electric Bear Brewery. It's amazing. I'm just going to review it just randomly. I'm going to give it a 9. It's fantastic. Absolutely delicious. It's not quite Cradle, which is obviously for me, not that we've ever reviewed it. That would be the ultimate. But amazing pale ale. It is. Bear with me. Sorry, Len, I have gone off piece. 4.2. Really nice and drinkable. Tastes delicious.
Very nice. What does it give you? Is it sweetness in there? Is there sharpness? Is there a dryness?
You know what? There's a bit of everything. I think there's a hint of sweetness, a tad sharp, and a little bit of dry, but just really, really drinkable. I mean, it says it's an American pale ale. Yeah, it's very sessiony, although I think even 4.2 is quite strong for a session. But
Yeah,
I really like it. Really like it. So I cannot recommend Electric Bear products enough. I'm going to have some more, so I will mention them as I drink them.
Good lad.
Yes. So I might, Ian, I'm going to ask your thoughts on the last one dark beers we tried while I nip to the fridge and get myself another Electric Bear.
Absolutely. Well, technically, it's the penultimate because of the bottle, if I'm not mistaken.
It is the penultimate. However, the way this is going to be edited is lazily. No, we're completely open and honest with our fans. And good God, we've got a lot of them. I mean, if our social media is anything like about 31 people. I mean, I have got, so we are really breaking the internet with this. So I like to let people in beside me.
I tell you what, while you ponder that, I'll
tell me all about the peanut butter milk stouts from a brewery that Gary found, which I can't think of the name. Tell us about that.
See you shortly.
That's great. Well, this one, dark beers that have this nuttiness to them. I first discovered these sorts of ones a good couple of years back. I think I was down in Poole, possibly. No, I think wherever the hell I was. I was, down towards Brownsea Island way.
Near Studland Bay?
Yes.
Oh, lovely part of the world. What were you doing down there? Were you looking in bushes?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was holding an exhaust pipe, giving it a shake.
You cheeky beggar. What did the police say?
Well, ouch, probably. But
they would.
So yeah, I first had one of these peanut buttery style beers a while back, and I think it's one of those things. You've got, your porters, you've got your stouts, you've got these beers that, they can be very dry and coffee-like, or they can be extremely sweet and almost chocolatey-like. And to mix that up a little bit and chuck in some peanut to that, especially on that sweet sort of malty side of things, on the chocolatey sort of side of them, I was skeptical at first. I thought, I'm not sure if peanuts are going to be the one that that does it. Is it going to be too sweet and all? I had one many moons ago that was chestnuts when I was in Italy. I think I told you about that, or didn't I? We'll come to those sometime. Yeah. Castagna beer, very interesting. That had it was far more subtle than the beer.
Nice.
We've been discussing it. I liked it. I mean, it was more sort of a ruby beer, probably not down your street, bro. But if you got a big old gulp of it and you let the sort of dry chestnuttiness kind of go along, that was delicious. On a pretty warm day, well worth it on the coast. Anyway, back to these. I was very, 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 very impressed. It was, I think, the one out of all three that I guess, because of this peanutness, really stood out.
Yeah.
It was something I was like, I know how it's going to be, but is it going to be something that, so to speak, is it going to beat these ones, if you will? Well, not that it's necessarily a competition, but is it going to, stand up to what I was expecting? And sure. It did. As a one-off beer, you're not going to have more than one. You're just not. You're not going to. That's not the way your evening's going to go. But it's very, very enjoyable. You get that peanut buttery aftertaste. It's not specifically that clag, if you will, of a peanut butter in your gob.
Yeah, true. Good use of clag as well there. Very good use of clag.
Yeah. But you do get an enjoyable aftertaste of that peanut butter that kind of eventually just sort of goes and dries up, and you go, I'll go back for a bit more, and you do, you know. Very enjoyable, not too sweet, which is obviously my concern. Too sweet.
We can get wrestling in at this bit because Gary's not here, so there we go. Arcs.
Absolutely. But no, enjoyable. I would say for that one, a 7.6 wobbly eggs. Very enjoyable. Goes up. You know, there's a one-off. Someone says, I've got a peanut butter beer. You go, now have a look at that can. Can't read the brewery, but by God, will I drink it?
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I like that. Right. So, do you know what? I always have feelings about this kind of thing when you put in a weird flavour or something that's a little bit off-piste, you know? With Boss and the bubblegum flavour in their beer. I mean, it definitely tasted like bubblegum, but didn't work for me, didn't do it. And also, I find this thing with dark beers, obviously because I don't really like them anyway, you often get ones they say, oh, with like, you know, it tastes like a mocha, or it tastes like chocolate. Or you always get those beers they bring out at Christmas, which just sound amazing. Like, this beer tastes like Christmas pudding. And you drink it and it's like, it doesn't. It just tastes like horrible beer. So I was skeptical, but I thought if I am going to enjoy a beer like this, of this ilk, I love peanut butter. So I had high hopes.
Yep.
And I will say I was suitably impressed. I liked it. I can genuinely say I really enjoyed it. It was smooth. It had a brilliant peanut taste. I was honestly, that to me was a little bit of a revelation. I'd gladly drink that again. And I think certainly for, you know, if this is me, the gateway drug, so to speak, in getting the door open, you know, the methadone, if you will.
If you will.
That is something that I would want to experiment more with. I've even had, before saying that, I think Tiny Rebel did a Stay Puft marshmallow porter.
They do.
They do. And I actually, that was Beer 52. They copped up my pale ale box and stuck one. Anyway, don't get me started. We'll do an episode on them or something. Oh, the door slammed. It must have been the demon of Beer 52 himself. Beer Alzebub. There we go. Not bad, that. Even though I'm hungover and tired, I can still make crap jokes. So that really is, that's quite special. I really liked it. I was really pleased. Great. I'm still not going to mark it massively high because it's still not really my jam. But I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed it. So I'm going to give it a 6.2.
Yeah, nice.
So
very nice.
So there we go.
That's a good score. That's a good score for that.
So there we go. So that was our reviews. I'll put pictures up on the social of all of those as well.
Beautiful. Why not? Absolutely.
So that was effectively the end of the feature that never really began. So
wonderful.
So anyway, in other news, don't forget, everybody, that our competition is still running. I don't know if have we had any entries?
Oh, I think we've been inundated with none. And I'll tell you what, just as a it's £9,500 but as a thought.
Yes.
We normally mention it towards the end. And I've got my hands up and say, I don't know how many people make it to the end.
I don't think there's. Most people say to me, they go, yeah, listen to your podcast. Yeah, well, 10 minutes. Yeah, I mean, you guys seem to have great chemistry. It's not brilliant. Not a dating show, and then they go, I've heard 10 minutes, and they go, I must listen to the whole thing, and then they go very quiet, and then you never hear from them ever again. And they never return my calls or my posts.
Wonderful.
So there we go. So perhaps we should stick it. I mean, it's not great. Anyway, but if you email us at gingerale64@gmail.com,
Please, absolutely.
On the social channels at Ginger Ales Pod or on YouTube at Ginger Ales Pod, I think it is as well. Yeah, tell us where you live and you can come and see us. We are upping it now to 2 pints. It was 1 pint, but we are really desperate for some company in these lonely, cold nights. That's our big dog. So tell us where you are, and then you can come and see us. So now it's been raised. It's now 2 pints and 1 hot pot. So
2 and a 1.
Get your messages in.
Yeah, tell us.
There we go. And in other news, not news, our Watland Daub Award thing is still open. I think we explained it very well. But if you can send us a picture of any old nonsense. It could be anything. There is, like I said, there's a picture of a boat in there. There's some I can't think of the correct term to say. There's some people in a wigwam. There's a very happy group of tourists. There's all things to everyone, because we are incredibly inclusive, which is important in this day and age.
Super.
So have you got a picture of something? There's a fox as well. There's a fox that lives in Gary's Gary's in-laws.
Yeah.
It just lives in their house. So that's a good one. So there we go.
Lovely food he gets. Lovely food.
Oh, he always gets a big box of Rebels to throw at the foxes. They seem to love the chewy ones.
Not keen on the coffee.
No, well, no one is because it tastes so ass. So yeah, if you've got a picture you want to send it, and you will be nominated for the best picture category in the upcoming Watland Daub Awards. And should you win, you'll receive a small medallion with my face on it, and maybe even Ian's. Through the postal service. So there you go. So it's all to play for. You can press your mates, your mum's mates, and maybe even your wife's friends. So there we go. That is what it's all about. So I think, Len, are we done?
Bro.
I think we're done, aren't we?
We're done.
We're for this. Thank you so much for listening. We are having an absolute blast doing this.
Yeah,
it's been, especially with the move. I really hope you enjoy the new aesthetic of us not doing this over Zoom, even though this bit is over Zoom. And we're still kind of finding like, they never listen this far anyway. We should find a decent rhythm eventually. In terms of we might be able to get the full thing recorded in one go and not miss bits. But we are learning as we go. So I want to thank everyone for their continued support. Thanks for following us and all the nice feedback we've got so far. It's just been such a laugh, isn't it? And that's the end of the day. We're just 3 blokes having a laugh. That's what it is, and I'm loving it. So look out for the next episodes, which will probably be going out sometime in July. The theme will be to be confirmed, but I've got a couple of ideas. So, from the M-Man, that is me. Thank you very much indeed, guys. Love and light. Len?
Namaste. Thank you very much, Braz. This is Len signing off. Really do appreciate your support and, and that you've, got this far in the podcast. Fantastic. Well done, you. And,
a winner is you.
Look forward to hearing from your thoughts. And speaking with you next time on the next podcast.
Well, that's fine. Gary says goodbye to everyone. Bye, everyone. Love and light.